and I am plugging along here. I changed the light so you could see a little bit better. Okay. I'm just starting the texture. I laid out my figure. You don't have to do a figure if they're too challenging to you, or if you do want to do a figure and they don't look the way you want, or look like some ideal representation of a figure, don't sweat it. Okay. Let it let it be you. Okay, I'm going to keep plugging along. One thing to keep in mind as I'm going, though, is that whatever is closest to me is going to stick furthest out. Okay, and whatever is furthest away is going to be pushed back the most here. Okay, so it's important that as I'm working, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to detail, I laid out the figure. I'm going to detail this little mountain shape here, okay? And that'll be my mid, right? And then I'll carve out to do my background, and I'll add just little bits on at a time to raise this figure to bring them further out, okay? So, like I said, we have to have a foreground, midground, and background, which means that we'll have 3 different stages of depth, okay? Here I am clearing away some of the far background, okay? I'm using this little loop or curve tool here, and I am just ever so lightly clearing back just a little bit, okay? I talked about the 3 different stages, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be drastically different, okay? Just very carefully, slowly clearing the stuff all away, okay? I'm going to do everything behind the figure and the rock form above the horizon line. So I got my background plane mostly done. I want it pretty smooth, but I'm not going for absolutely perfect gloss smooth, okay? I just want it unified. I want it to be one piece, kind of, okay? And I changed the direction of my lights so I could see a little bit better, right? Look at those nice cast shadows that are happening there, right? So if I turn the other way, the cast shadows go the other way, okay? Why I'm pointing that out is that's going to help us create this illusion of depth in this space here. Okay, 3 different layers of depth, right? Foreground, mid, and background. Now remember, I really want it to be up to you what you do. You know, a landscape or interior space scene lends itself well, okay? But you are completely free to experiment and play, okay? Um, you know, you could do something that, you know, could do like a duck in a pond kind of thing. Don't really do that unless that's, you know, what you're all about. But um, yeah, it's not going to be that difficult for you. Okay, coming up with that idea. All right. Okay, I'm going to plug away here. I'm going to start working on the foreground, and I've been thinking of things that, you know, in my original drawing. I had these perspective lines receding back into the space here. And I, you know, just as an art viewer, I am always particularly drawn to perspective lines. So I'm going to add those in here. Now I have this tool that you all have, and I've been trying to do this all with the tools that you were all sent too, which is hard temptation because I have lots of other tools around that I could use, but I'm staying with you guys. Now I could use this tool, okay? But what's going to happen with this? Burrows are going to kick up. I'll have a tendency to go deeper than I want, maybe thicker than I want. I just want nice, tight, thin lines on there. And I found this old protractor. It's got a nice, crisp line, okay? And you know, just like we were doing with ribs in class, I can kind of use this, and I'm going to just test out and see here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That way I get tight, thin lines that are pressed in, that don't have like that push up, right? That crevice, the raise around the crease that you make. That can happen on the burrs. So I'm going to do that like that. I'm going to lay in that mid-ground perspective. I'm going to detail up this little mountainscape horizon, and then I'm going to finesse my figure here. Here's my perspective lines that I put in the mid-ground there. See what they're doing? They're just helping to kind of build this sense of depth that we're trying to shoot for. And now I'm going to take my figure and I'm going to use what's there, but I'm also going to add little bits, little coils, little dabs of clay here and there to build it back up, to build it out. Okay? Okay, and my piece is 98% done. I might finesse it a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Put a pic so you can get a better quality image of what I got going on here. So some tips. These are the tools that I use. Right, the 4-piece kit that I sent you all. Okay. This piece, by the way, is very nice to use the backside of it. Okay. You can use the backside like a spoon to finesse and smooth things out. And then these tools can be great. You know, play, experiment, and find the best way to use them. I also needed some fine-tuned little things, and the point of this was a little rough for me. So I grabbed a pencil, which had a blunted end, which was great for using like a ball stylus, and a pen. And use that a little bit to do a little bit of the detailing of that. Okay? And then again, for the figure, I had outlined it, and then I rolled little tiny coils and helped build it up, and then just, you know, finessed it and smoothed it out, okay?